Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. I hope you're all having a wonderful and creative day. Today's video is going to be focusing on the letter B for the ABC April 2025 challenge. Very excited to be joining in with doing this, and very excited to see all the new people that are stopping by for this collaboration. And 2 in a row. Very excited. Hopefully my goal is to do all of them, but as life knows to get in the way, who knows, I might miss a few, but my goal is to do them all. And my goal is to do quick videos that showcase something maybe new and different that, you know, you haven't seen or haven't tried in a while. And yeah, so we're going to see how that goes. So letter B. So for today's letter B, we are going to do breakfast. No, just kidding. We are going to work with a box. And I'm going to make my journal base for my next journal for my color series, which is going to be teal. I just finished the green series, and we are going to be working on the teal series. So I have put a little washi tape on the names because I don't know how nasty YouTube would be if they saw the actual name of the brand. You know, sometimes I like to copyright things and get rid of it. So I did cover it up. It's making me kind of dizzy though, so I'm going to try to get to this really quick. So I have made journals out of boxes before, and like I said, this is going to be for the teal one. I do have a fabric one already. It is drying. I glued it this morning, and I will actually show that on tomorrow's video because I have a twist on that I'm going to do for the letter C. So come back for that if you want to see that. All right, so we are also going to be using, dun dun dun, paper to cover it is going to be from my Tim Holtz abandoned paper. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm using it. So I have picked out some papers that have some teal on it to use, and I'm so excited. So I got that one. This one, oh, I have it sideways here. This has a bit of teal on it, and so does this part. And this part, boy, I had them all different directions. It has some teal on it, as well as this is more greenish, but I would call it teal. So out of those 5 pieces of paper, I hopefully should be able to get a front and back cover, inside front and back cover, and the outside spine for those. Okay, so how we use these. Now, I just grabbed this box, so I thought it was big enough, and we're going to see if we can separate it. And usually there's always one fold this side because that's how they make a box, like that. Now I am going to cut away roughly, it's going to be smaller, but just to make it a little easier, I'm going to cut away all the outside tabs. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. So there it is, front, back, and spine. Now this spine is about 2 inches, so it is a extremely large spine. Now if I wanted to make it a little smaller, I could cut it down and replace it with something else. I have cut a spine in half and overlapped it so it's twice as strong, but I think I'm actually going to keep it big and put two signatures in there and kind of see how it ends up getting a little bit chunked up, and go with that and have some fun. All right, so I'm going to cut it down to be the same size as I normally do my fabric journals, which is they're 9 high, and then the envelope that I normally use is what, 14 going across, or no, not 14, it is 12 by 8, 12 by 9. So I'm gonna make it the same size as this, 12 by 9 with the 2-inch spine. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of math here, but not for the cutting the height down. So let's see if we can cut the height down without major difficulty. Get my big behemoth out, and I'm gonna cut so it's gonna be 9 high, so I think I'm gonna put it on the fold because the fold should be fairly straight. And there's a rip down here, so I'm gonna start by getting rid of that. Might take a couple. There we go. go. Get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over, and we are going to make it 9 high. Okay, 9 high. Beautiful. Now, obviously that is too long. So if we wanted to make it the normal size of a journal, the half of this is, whoops, glue. The half of this is, this is approximately 6 inches because it's a 12-inch folder, so divide it by 6. So we need to cut that at 6 inches from the spine. So we're going to line up the spine with the 6 inches and cut that off. Push a little harder, cut that off. All right, so we're gonna do the same for this side. Gonna line up the fold with the 6 and cut that off. All right, so we have obviously a bigger piece than that, but that's because that 2 inches is fine. So it should be 14, if my math is correct. I think that's where I was getting the 14 from originally. All right, so that would be the nice chunky journal. I love it, nice and chunky. Let's get the green one out of the way because you are just for show. Okay, now to cover it, like I said, we need to cover the front and back, and then cover the spine, but just the outside, not the inside. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep this. I mean, I guess I could cover the inside. Technically, it'll be shown. And then we will use the parts where the papers meet and use them, put some trims or some washi tape on there just to cover it up. Yeah, okay, so now the decision is what to use on the outside, inside. I really like that one. I'm thinking that should be the outside one. That could be fun. Now, technically, I mean, a lot of these, I don't have to use them all because they are, you know, 12 by 12, so they are bigger. Or would that be? That could be fun, too. Oh, the decisions I have to make, right? I think I like that one. I think I like that one. Okay. So we need to cut a piece that is going to be the 6 inches, which is going to be from the spine to that, and then the 9 inches tall. So we have to cut a piece that is a 6 by 9. Oh my gosh, I'm cutting into it. All right, let me get out the tiny one because I don't think I need the big one. And we need it to go 6 wide. Oops, need that. Now what's nice about cutting it this way is I do still have another piece that's 6 inches that I have an orange. I have an orange journal that'll be in a couple months, and that would go perfect on the orange journal. So I could make, perfect, I love it. We'll save that for the orange. Okay, so 6 by 9. And 9. Okay, that's a fun piece. We will save that with the orange also. All right, so the front piece is going to get glued on there. I love it. Okay, decision, the back piece. Now, I'm thinking that this could just be a fun back piece right there. Save that for something else. So, let's go that way. And do this one. I'm so excited for this teal collection. The fabric I got is fun. I did show it in a haul. So if you saw that, you saw what it's going to be. But it looks so cute. I love it. so you get to be saved. And I think we'll go with the darker. This would be fun to make into some sort of journal card or something. I like the lightness of it. Okay. And a 9. Yes. Beautiful. All right, so there is the back. Now, technically, the spine ooh, I like that for the spine. I think I'm going to do that. All right, so the spine was 2 inches. Yep, that'll work. I'm going to cut 2 inches off of this side. 2 inches off this side. 2. All right, that still saved that beauty. And how big is this? All right, so we got to go down. So this is 2, and we got to go down to 9. And let's cut that part off. And 9. Okay, saving every bit. All right, so that is going to be for that part. So like you said, when we put it, glue it together, it will leave a bit of a gap, not too huge, but enough. And then we will cover it with some sort of trim. But it's kind of interesting that it is orange, because orange and teal, I think, is a fun combination to go together. So having it peek through, I'm not mad about. I'm kind of actually liking it. Okay, so the inside piece, I was actually thinking about this, and that would be perfect. Let's do that. Okay, so we need 2 inches going this way. You really have to be very conscientious of what you cut. This would have been fun also. That could have been fun going down the sign. Specimens of handwritten. But also, I love that side. So this could definitely be some sort of fun tag or something. I love it. I save it. Okay, so now we need to go to the 9. And I think I'm going to get rid of that part. So, not too much, because it was really close. I believe it was probably 10 inches, because I cut the 2 inch off. Or maybe a little less. Okay. All right, so that will be the inside piece. This is the outside piece. Okay, so now the 2 inside pieces for the cover. I have these 2 left. I have that one, which could be fun. And I have this, the top there. Okay. Gotta get these out of the way. And okay, so we need to go 9 high. No, 6. Shoot. I think I'm going to go 6. Because this is fine if it goes, I like that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Even though the writing's that way, it'll still be fine. Okay, we're going to go 6. All right. And 6. It's too purple, but if you had a sheet that was full and you wanted to do, you could cut it the 6, cut these both to 9, and this could be both the front and back, front and inside, with some sort of spine in the enter and tie them together. Like I could have done this one, but I just don't want to waste that as the inside, even though the inside front cover could be fun. Might be fun. I'll take a look at that. We might still keep that for the inside front cover. Let's contemplate that while we cut this down to 9. All right, so this is going to be the back, inside back cover. Nice journal card, fun, fun, fun. Inside back cover. And I say we do that as the inside front cover. You see the front cover a lot. I am not opposed to that. So 9 inches tall. And another fun journal card. Okay, I think I've got them all cut. Okay, inside cover and inside spine. And these are the 2 outside pieces. Okay, now for gluing them down, there's several ways to glue them down. You could use Fabri-Tac, you could use Magel Medium, you could use art glitter glue, which that would take a lot. I was actually thinking about using my double-sided tape to tape these down so it's not wet, and see how that goes. So I'm gonna, I forgot to grab it, so I will be right back. All right, I am back. So I have my double-sided fabric tape. It's actually double-sided carpet tape. I did use it to make fabric tape. That's just one of the pieces. Just want to show you that I did that a while ago, actually. But yeah, so I think we're gonna, just to see if it works first, not ruin the front, I think we will try putting it in the center and then going from there. Now, I was thinking what I'm going to end up doing is just cutting it a bit short and then putting the art glitter glue on the edge as just a final frontier. Okay, I get bone folder here. Actually, I'm gonna get my scraper from the Dollar Tree and really knock that down. Okay, and get my handy dandy pokey tool my husband made for me. Took a stick and glued a pin into it. Okay, we're going to peel the backing away, and I'm going to put, as I see, that was sticking up. There we go. I'll put the art glitter glue right along the top edge, and it probably won't hurt if I put it along the side edge. If it's sticking out, it's sticking out, but it's like an extra security blanket. I probably really don't need it. This carpet tape is really strong. Okay. All right, so make sure. Top of the book. Well, at this point, it doesn't matter. It could get flipped around, but this is going to be top of the book, bottom of the book, and probably don't have to do it, but as I was looking at the side and it looked a tad white, I think I am going to ink the edge just to get rid of the white of the center. Okay, now we're going to put it on the side here so I see that it is centered, top and bottom, and lay it down. Okay, I think it was successful. Yep, I think it was successful. Now when I go to lay the front, which is going to be here, like I said, I'm gonna just jog it out a tad bit so that it has room to fold. And I might have to, after I jog it out a little bit, come back and trim it, but that will be okay. I might not have to really do too much if I do the front and back equal, because they should both be just a hair outside. You should probably be okay. Okay, I think I'm going to, since you saw this act, I think I'm going to put it on fast forward so you can still see me do it. If there's anything that comes up, I will definitely address it when I come back, but it's going to take a few minutes to do this, and I don't want to have you suffer through watching it. So here we go. Okay, I am back. Just one more row here to do and go through a couple things that I learned as I got a little bit better at this. All right, so I rolled it back onto itself and kind of pinched it down. Kind of hard to see, but I pinched it down so that when I could come back and take my scissors and cut it right along the base flat. It was pretty close to the edge there, so I got that and burnished it down really good. The other thing is I cut this piece too wide. I cut it to the 2 inches. I should have probably cut it to 1 inch and maybe take 1/8 off. I had to go back and cut with some scissors just to get it because it was catching on the fold, and it might have been a centering issue, but I really think I probably should have just made it a hair smaller, just to make sure I had enough room to get it to go. Now the other thing I kept doing is kept checking to make sure that the items were facing the right direction, especially this one. We don't want that upside down because that's the front. Make sure they're both at the top. That was kind of I checked several times. All right, once I have all 3 layers burnished down as fairly well as I think, I started peeling the inside out because then I would be able to not stick my hand in the sticky part as I went through and peeled all 3 of them off. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this kind of double stick with, like there's 1/4 inch tape, I believe. A lot of card makers use it. But as you can see, with 2 inch wide carpet tape, 3 pieces, and you're good to go. This stuff was, I'm thinking, I got it at a Menards, which is like a Home Depot in our area. I think it's countrywide. I don't know about outside the country. It was the Duck brand, the D-U-C-K brand of carpet tape. Like I said, about 2 inches wide. I think it was like $7 for the roll, and it's a huge roll. I made a whole bunch of fabric strips out of it, and as you can see, I mean, I barely made a dent in it for this box, and I really like how this has worked out. Okay, so last step is to go through and put some art glitter glue on the edges. Now, again, I don't know if this is overkill or not. There's a good chance I might actually go through and maybe even sew the edges of this down. I'm not sure on that yet, and that would even make it not want to pop up, but yeah. All right, the other thing I did is I always put that away from me because I felt like starting it closer to me and then working out was my best bet. If I was doing it on this side, I would not be able to see where the edge if it was straight, so I felt like putting it away was the best bet. All right, so top and bottom, I'm gonna put that at the top. So we're going to put the purple near the spine. And I just laid it, eyeballing my best top to bottom and the gap. And it caught mostly on our glitter glue at that point. But then once you lay it down, it is stuck. Let me tell you, you cannot move it once it's on there. So we do our best to make it work. And I can see that I am shifted down a little bit, but I can always go back and I'm shifted down, I think, on this side. So to go back and trim tops and bottoms, it's probably gonna have to happen on this, but to lose just a smidgen is not gonna really make a difference. But if you were afraid you were gonna lose some, maybe start with it 1/4 inch bigger than the 9, make it 9 1/4. And instead of making the 6, make it 6 1/4 from your spine to give yourself buffer. But the little bit that I'm going to have to shave off, I don't think is a problem. Okay, so there's the inside. It closes well because I did leave that gap in there. You can see the brown. And on this side, you can see that. And I am loving it. Probably could tell, see it's a little bit off. So I will go through, once this is completely dry, I'm going to make sure it dries well, maybe overnight, and go and slice that down just a hair, just to make sure that it is good to go. But I am loving this book journal. Okay, well, I think that's going to be it for me today. This is the B word, B for box. The C one, and I'll give you a little hint, is going to be closure. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the closure for this one. It's not unique. I've done it before, but I think it's going to be fun for it. So I'm going to show how I'm going to make it for this one. Actually, no, this one is going to be a unique one. And the one for my fabric one I've done before, but it's a little bit different. So I have two closures. I'm going to show you how I do the closure on this one and a closure on the fabric book. So come back for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you get notified when that video pops up, as well as hitting that thumbs up, the like button if you like this video. I wish there was a love because I love this. So excited. Can't wait to finish. Can't wait to work on my teal journals. Okay, that's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by. And as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.